Much of my time spent in the mines has been hard work, but with rich rewards. I've found so many gemstones of all different types. The ores and dusts I use are now restocked, and I've been looking into what I can do with these gemstones. It is amazing how tough some of them are. Tough enough to make armour, strong enough to make tools, and sharp enough to cut down my foes. I've been making myself a fine suit of gemstone armour. It looks like there may be many magical qualities that I can add to it to make it extra special. It feels good to be crafting again. Now then, and welcome back to another episode of A Druid's Tale. Horizons 3, here we are, back in the mansion. And today I would like to address one of the comments that I had on episode 8 by a very, very good viewer. A great viewer. You're all great viewers. You are all great viewers. And I do read all your comments. I don't always reply to your comments, but I do read your comments. And a lot of your comments have been very, very helpful in pointing out things in the mod pack that I should be thinking about. And I do think about them a lot. So much, so much, so much. So much to think about. So many new things in this mod pack. So many new mods to mess around with. That is why it is a Horizons mod pack. It is opening your eyes to new horizons, new things, new mod packs. New mods that you've not played around with before. And I'm trying my very best to get through them. And your comments are really useful. I go back through my comments to make sure that I pick up on things that I thought, that's a good idea, I'll use that in the future. Yes. So your comment may not be directly responded to in an episode like it is being done today, but I do generally think about it for a future episode and think, yes, I will do that at some point. Right now, though, if you look at my inventory, you can see that my armour, my golden chest plate, my golden boots are nearly dead. And this is basically armour that I've picked up off dead bodies. I've just had the loot drops from mobs, and it's always been golden armour for some reason. So I just keep putting it on and wearing it because, well, that's me. I've got all the abilities and all that kind of stuff, but I'm just wearing golden armour. So a comment by Sean D put into me the silent gems, and I'm sure I've seen silent gems being talked about in my comments before, but just recently silent gems was put in relation to the hacking down of the blocks, the mine and all that kind of stuff. So last episode we did stuff to do with the pickaxe and getting a flux infused pickaxe and shovels and all that kind of stuff from thermal expansion. And I have been doing a fair amount of work down here. Let's go straight down here, and we'll continue to talk. I've been doing a fair bit of work down here. I should have really live streamed this. I keep coming back up with the live stream. I just can't seem to find time to do the live stream. I can find time to do all this sort of stuff, right? I can do all this kind of stuff. But what I do is I'll do like 10 minutes of it, then I'll go and do something. I'll go make a phone call or send an email, and then I'll come back and do another 10 minutes of it, and then think, oh, I can do this, and then go and contact somebody else and do something else. And I've done all this, but it wasn't all in like one go. It wasn't like one solid session of a couple of hours. It was over a course of a day of doing bits and pieces here and there. I've been down each one of these rows, and this is why I wanted this particular pickaxe, right? I'm trying to get to a point here. This is the pickaxe, and it does a 3 high, and we've seen that. And so each one of these has gone all the way down its run, like you can see here, all the way down its run to the end plate, and then back again. And each one has been stripped of its resources, okay? And because it's been stripped of its resources, I put a polished granite top and bottom, so I know that it's been stripped. And this is the one that I'm working on at the minute. Currently, I was emptying out a ton of lava from a lava pool a bit further down. You can see on the map here. There's a lava pool that I'm emptying out down here. And so, yeah, I'm doing that, right? And I'm going to go around each one and do that. But these are a single block, or let's put them back. I meant to show you a 3x1 block, right? 3x1 is perfect for doing this kind of branch mining stuff, yeah. And again, the tool, the automatic torch, puts that down, yeah. But it was mentioned that a Paxel is a good all-round tool for everything, and also that it does a 3x3 area. Or was it that the pickaxe does a 3x3 area? There's some certain things that require silent gems but it does a 3x3, similar to how Tinker's Construct used to do it in the past. But there seems to be a lot of options here. Supercharged, that was it. A supercharged pickaxe can do a 3x3 area, right? It's got a special ability in here. Paxels as well was a thing. Supercharged Paxel can do a super tier, which means they do area miner, which can place blocks in the same way as tools and replace them, but it could also, with the area miner, do a 3x3 area. So that's a pretty cool tool that can do quite a lot. I don't think I really need one right now. Another thing that was mentioned in the comment was flight, early game flight. Now, I'm pretty sure that that's in here somewhere. I haven't actually found it yet, but I'm guessing it's in here somewhere. I'm not worried about that just at the minute. Not today. Maybe later I'll worry about the flight as well. But what I am thinking about doing for today's episode is working a little bit on setting up my gems, right? Because at the minute I've got this kind of dump area where everything that I don't really use right now, I'm dumping in this, and I just come along and dump all of the dump stuff, boom, and then I come and put all the ores and good stuff over here in these barrels, and then when I want something I can either take the whole barrel, because you pick up a barrel and take it with you and put it down somewhere, or I can just take out a stack of what I want, right? And I'm thinking about how to set up down here to make it a cool looking and interesting and very useful place. So I've done all this like woodwork and stuff, and making this so it's all brown, so it's all greys apart from when I've finished a place. It's all nicely grey. I've either cobbled it or andesited it or whatever to make it grey, and taken all the other colours out, so that it's all nice and grey. And in here it's just pure stone, so I've taken all the other impurities out of this area and just put smooth stone down. So I've done that over the course of a few days, and just gathering lots and lots of materials and working through using my flux infused pickaxe from last episode to go and do stuff, and also got a bit of a fortune pickaxe here for when I get diamonds and stuff like that, right? So I've been doing that, but I've also been picking up all of these gems, and I'm like, okay, so it's time to replace this shoddy golden armor that we pointed out at the start of the episode with some good stuff. And potentially also make a supercharged axe. Maybe a supercharged Paxel that can act like an axe. I don't know. We might have to make one of each. But we're going to work on making some armor first, and then if I've got time, I will work on making some more tools from it. Now, there are lots and lots of different types of chest plates and armors and stuff, right? And it's a very in-depth, potentially very complicated method of creation. But let's just take a look, right? Golden chestplate, plus 5 armor with 112 durability at max, right? Now, if I was going to do anything, I would probably do iron, wouldn't I? So, or diamond would be good, but iron would be better. So let's take a stack of iron. I'm not going to go and pulverize it and double my ores. I'm just going to cook a stack of iron so that we've got some iron to represent what we're going to do, because I'm going to need most of my diamonds, which I've got currently 9 diamonds, for making parts of armor. Right, so if let's go through NEI. Let's go through NEI. We've got an armor plus 5 for gold, and we're going to have a look at iron in a minute. Let's have a look, see what armor properties. We've got protection 8. We've got a protection and a durability in the properties. Okay? So then there's the stats down below, which are like when on body plus whatever armor. Okay, so this is plus 5 armor when on the body, so we want to be much better than that. We probably want to be better than iron, really. So flint, definitely not. Made by creative. Okay, you can only make flint armor by creative. Made by creative. Oh, I see. They're all made by creative because they're in the menu there. Okay, that's cool. There's topaz plus 8 and armor toughness as well. They're pretty cool. Okay, so we've got quite a few options. Like pages of options. Can we isolate this a little bit more? I guess we can work through it. Field spar is the stuff you find on the floor. That's plus 4 armor, and this is plus 5. So those blocks that we find on the floor are almost as good as gold. Crystallized chaos 8.8. I'm trying to find like the best. Sinistite. Wow. There's a lot of things. What is going on, and how many of these do I actually have that are available? I've got some quite a few things here. Let's see, purple. That one. What do I have there? What is this? Amethyst. I've got a decent amount of amethyst. That one. I've got a decent amount of morganite. Morganite, is that right? Morganite. And I've got a decent amount of blue there. I'm going to end up looking like a rainbow at this rate, aren't I? And I've got a big purple pile there of agate. Because I do want to kind of like be like my suit. And yeah, it doesn't look like I've got... Oh, I've got a red there. A garnet. Okay, I've got quite a few of those. So the ones that I've picked out are the ones that I've got the most of. And I don't know if I'm going to use them all up, but I'm going to try and keep them colour-coded, colour-coordinated for my suit of armour, right? So let's see. Amethyst. Let's go with amethyst. First of all. Or should I just go... Yeah, I should just go what uses they have. So, amethyst uses. Here we go. Amethyst leggings are plus 5.4 armour. There's also enchantment tokens and stuff like that we've got to mess around with, but yeah. Boots is 3 point that, yeah. So there's a supercharged version there. Chest. I just want to have a look at the chest, because the chest is kind of the one that we need to work on first. There we go. Alright, so that is 7.2. That's pretty good. So, amethyst 7.2. Morganite is 5.6. Says here that sapphire is 6.4. And agate is also 6.4. And the garnet is 6.4. So that's fairly decent. Fairly decent. So let's have a look and see what basic iron is. Let's make ourselves an iron chest plate and just see. We can have a little lucky. 6. So slightly better than iron is good. I think slightly better than iron would be a good thing to have. So most of these, apart from that morganite, the morganite is not higher than 6. So we've got 6.4, 6.4, amethyst was 7.2, and garnet was 6.4. So amethyst should be the main one that we try and use. Right? That is our top priority, to use those, and everything else I'll just dump away. So how do we make these suits of armour? These start with these kind of frames in the middle. So leggings require 4 plus a frame. Boots, 4 plus a frame. Helmet, 4 plus a frame. And the chest plate was 4 plus a frame. Okay, so that is a total of 16 that I need. So I can make the whole lot out of amethyst at a 7.2, or at least the highest rated gem that I've got, and throw all the rest away. So amethyst is what I'm going to make it. So it's going to be amethyst armor, and that's a cool color for me as well, in it, for my my purple suit covered by an amethyst purple suit of armor. We shall see. So now to make these leggings and stuff, right? These frames. According to this is kind of like a lower tier. So there's lots of lower tier leggings that you can make with these regular frames. I believe there was something a little bit more pokey that you could use as well. The recipe for regular frames is armor lattice. And I think these armor lattice are required for every piece of armor before you put the gems on. You put 4 gems on each piece of armor. So then the crafting material of the lattice is fairly costly. I get 24 for one crafting recipe. A bit of iron, easy. A fluffy fabric, okay. And any shards. And we make any shards by just putting that in there. Okay. Right, so I need... well, we need 16. So let's get 16 of these to put to one side. Okay, so that's for the suit of armor. And then we can make a couple of these shards. Let's just make 9 for now. A couple of these amethyst shards will go into it as well. We'll take that iron that we've got over here. And we're supposed to do something with fluffy fabric as well, which I don't have down here. I'm going to have to go up and get some fluffy fabric. I've also been keeping my experience at 30 so that we can mess around with that a little bit and enchant it a bit later on. I don't have anything fluffy in here. Nope. But I do know that there is another tier, and I'm wondering why I can't get the tier. the next tier up. I need to research that a little bit and figure out how to get that extra tier. Let's get a stack of fluffy fabric, and I think that just gets turned into uses of that. Yeah, 4 gets turned that way and gets that fluffy fabric in the middle there, and then I think we just do that in the middle and those around the outside, those around the outside, and then this in the middle there. There we go, and we get 24 armored lattice stuff. Then we can make like leggings, regular framed leggings. We can make the chest plate, make it a plain chest plate, and a helmet, and we can make boots. Look at that, perfect amount. One recipe of the fluffy fabric and the shards and the iron makes all the frames you need for everything there. And then we can just put all of these around it. So we've got 4 there, and 4 there, and then 4 there. Okay, so we're going to have a 7.2 armor. Boom. Then we're going to have boots. Boom. We're replacing those off. Look how cool that looks already. And then we're going to have these. Put those on. That looks pretty awesome. And then a helmet to finish off. Full suit of amethyst. It looks pretty cool. I like. And that's 2.2, 7.2, 5.4, 3.5 armor, which puts me on almost 10 armor on the bottom bar there. Almost 10 is almost as good as full diamond. Yeah? So almost as good as full diamond amethyst. That's not too bad. I would have preferred to be as good as diamond. Otherwise, I may as well be wearing diamond. But I believe there's other things that we get from these as well, right? Like the durability is okay. Durability is okay. Diamond would have been better durability though, wouldn't it? I can redecorate these as well to make them different colours. That's there. And there's other stats that we can maybe find out. The construction is just normal. Okay. I think you can change to put multiple different types of gems around it and all that kind of stuff, but we only had the best of the best amethyst at the time. But that does look like we're now set with a suit of household armor, more purple and amethyst suit. So I like that. Now we've got to try and get some of the weapons sorted, and they're a little bit more complicated. Well, one of the key ingredients of making the cool stuff, the really good stuff, is get some glowstone. So I've just come to the nether to grab some more. I think I've grabbed the easy ones already, but I've used it up. That bit there looks like it's right over the deepest section. Why is it that they put glowstone right over the deepest sections? It's always to make it as difficult as possible for us, isn't it? So yeah, spawning and stuff like that to worry about. And I'm just going to wander around the nether a little bit to try and find some. I will grab another couple of bits and pieces while I'm in the nether, no doubt. Some of the bits and pieces that I haven't got access to, maybe a little bit of this here and there, because I need some more nether quartz. There we go. And also getting some more bits and pieces as I go. I think the torch lighting is a bad idea right now, so get off. Stop doing it. The climbing glove's probably okay. The haste and the jump boost. The jump boost might get me into some sort of danger areas at some point, but we'll see. I just need to find a bit. Ooh, I need to find a bit of glowstone. That looks like a safe place. Let's go and get that. But first of all, let's get the gold. Is that gold nuggets? Really? That just wow. That's not even worth it, is it? But we did see over this away. Oh, I'm gonna have to go on this fleshy bit. Ugh, I hate going on the fleshy bit. Aha! Here we go. Perfect. So here's the glowstone, and it's quite a safe place to pillar up and get some stuff. I'm gonna have all of that. So now I've finished in the nether, and I've got plenty of glowstone and other bits and pieces that I picked up on the way and put away. I've been having a look at the Paxels, okay? As of Sean's request, as it were, to get a Paxel, and I want to test out a Paxel. And I've been scanning through, and I've been looking at the harvest speed. Now, by far, the crystallized Chaos Paxel is the fastest. It's a base harvest speed of 18.75. But nether stars are out of reach. I've been looking through all the others, and we go from like an obsidian 4.5, but massive super durability. That's like incredibly large durability, but only a 4.5 harvest speed. Up to a 13.5 for cobalt. Is that sinister? and all of these others are pretty cool, like Enderium 13.5 and Titanium is down to a 6. There's lots of different speeds, right? And I've been looking at the speed rather than durability because durability can be repaired. Speed is essentially making my life easier. So the speed is more important to me. And what I've been looking through and found out is that a decent level is an 8 or 9 or 9.75. A 10 is slightly better. This is Black Diamond, which is pretty cool, but I don't have enough diamonds to do that. But I have found that there is one called Helador, which is in here somewhere, of course. I can't find it now. Oh, let's just work on it. I've got some Helador. I've had some here for a while. There's 13 Helador here. I didn't want that. Didn't want that. Wanted that one. That might be a problem for my setup over here. So I wanted Helador, right? And Helador, can I get Helador on here? Helador, here we go, is a supercharged Paxel, and it has 12 harvest speed, which is pretty good. 2,200 durability, which is about what a diamond pickaxe or whatever gives you in vanilla, and harvest level 4 cobalt, which is the highest level, and some charge speed and stuff like that I don't really know about. It's also got 11 attack, which is pretty epic. 11 attack is pretty epic. My sword here does 11 attack, but it's got lifesteal and sweeping edge and all that kind of stuff. But it's 11 attack, and this Paxel over here is 11.5. This is 11.5. So it's the same attack damage as my sword. The speed of the sword is nearly 2 attack speed, whereas this Paxel is nearly 1 attack speed. So it's going to be slower to attack, but it's one of those things, isn't it? It's a swings and roundabouts. If I'm out mining stuff or picking up resources or whatever, I can keep my inventory as clean as possible without having the sword. I've got an extra slot for the blocks, and I can have a Paxel that can hit things at the same strength as the sword. But when I'm going out exploring, I can have the sword and maybe a shield, and go sword and board style, and leave the Paxel in my backpack, in my ender sack. So it swings and roundabouts, depending on what situation we're in. Just having a multi-tool that is as good as my sword is a great comfort to me when I'm out and about, and a creeper walks behind me and goes, nice farm you got there. So anyway, let's see how to make them, shall we? We've got to make these supercharged Helador. Right? These supercharged Helador require some Chaos Essence and 2 Helador per supercharged Helador. And the Paxel is require 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 supercharged to make a Paxel. So that's going to be 12 Helador. And what do you guess? We've just got 13 Helador. So we're just okay for that. Let's put that in there. We'll save that for a storage location. And we've got 12. Perfect. And then we also need these like sticks, these ornate rods that go with them, right? These ornate rods allow it to become a massive bonus or something like that. I don't know why we get bonus here. Oh, wait, I see. Melee damage is increased. Harvest speed is increased with the gold version. Was there another version then? There's ornate silver, which does magic damage and harvest speed speeds up. Oh, silver's quite good, actually. I was going to use gold, but speed, silver's better. Right? And then what have we got? We've got silver, we've got iron rods. I don't think we're allowed to use iron rods because it needs to be the next one up. So it's gold or silver ornate. Gold or silver. Okay, so weighing up the odds. The gold one gives us melee damage and durability, whereas the silver one gave us the other two, harvest speed and magic damage. So I think, even though I brought gold down here, I'm actually going to smelt up some silver and get some of that going. So let's get, well, actually I don't want to do that much. So let's put half of that away and just do 32 silver, so we can have that going in the background while we're sorting other things out. And the gold can just go away. And then we can make the rest of these Helador gems here, which is Chaos Essence. And Chaos Essence is simply just the Chaos Ore smelted. So we're going to do a bit of that as well. Chaos Ore, I get a lot of Chaos Ore. Where did I put? I'll put it all in here, actually. This is my current amount of Chaos Ore. I have what is 367 Chaos Ore at the minute. Just from simple mining, you get very big clusters of it underground. And so we'll have a stack of that smelted up in no time as well. And then I'll be back to put it all together. Okay, so this is something very basic we can do really not too long after the early game. Not too long after the early game, because you still need to have gone to the Nether to get that. And you need to have a supply of gems, but I'm probably going with a fairly decent gem in the Helidor, which is a fairly rare gem, no doubt, because I only found 13 of them overall. To make the supercharged, oh, I made all 6, good. And then, yeah, there's quite a bit of silver around, and quite a bit of iron around, and there's quite a bit of gold around. If you don't want to do silver, you can do gold. And there's loads of this chaos ore stuff around as well. And it's a fairly simple recipe once you get down to it, when you get around that, yeah? So this is a supercharged... Oh, wow. It doesn't quite look the same as that. Maybe there's a reason for that. If I take these out, right, we've got a pickaxe, which would be cobalt harvest level, 18.4 harvest speed in a pickaxe. Wow. Whereas, well, that is... well, it doesn't show a speed there, but that isn't that fast, is it? That's pretty epic, 18.4. We can add a 1 there, and that makes it into a tomahawk. And a tomahawk does 18.4 speed and 2.6 attack speed. Wow, it's just super fast attack speed. Charge speed, melee damage 5. So not brilliant, but still. And then we can go with... I wonder what a shovel would be. Ah, it doesn't matter, let's go. We're going with the full-on everything in it. So 13.8 is the end result of our supercharged Paxel. A decent amount of durability and cobalt harvest level with 10 attack damage according to the stats here. Which means that is slightly different. Maybe that's because of the gold? I don't know. It's supposed to do magic damage and a harvest speed bonus. So we've got the bonus harvest speed, but the magic damage... doesn't necessarily seem to equate. There's some math in it somewhere, and I must have missed it. I don't know how that didn't work. But anyway, we're going to have the supercharged Helidor. And that's going to be pretty awesome. Let's see about how good it is. Let's just pick a random mine area. Let's go here. And let's see. So it works just plain and simple. Yeah, decent speed. Comes out here. Hey, how you doing? And smack. 1, 2, 3. 3 hits. That can't be right. That can't be right. It's pretty fast though. That's okay. It's okay being pretty fast. Is there a way of like triggering it, getting it triggered so we can make it work faster? So a little look. Tools and armor, Paxels, super tier, area miner skill. Let's check out where the area miner skill is and see what we've got for that. Okay. It looks like the area miner ability is only a 3x3 in version 1 of Silent Gems. In Silent Gems 2, that was dropped. So I shouldn't be expecting to get a 3x3 of this. It is still pretty fast. There is that. It's still pretty fast, right? But on a... I'm doing this to mine out an area. This is clearly faster. But it takes power, whereas the other one, where the Paxel will do any type of area and be very, very good at doing it fast. Yeah? This will be able to do it much faster for me and get working progression much faster and get down these tunnels much faster. The 3x3 was only going to be used for clearing out huge areas, square areas of land. But the Paxel, being a multi-tool, gives us a few more bonuses that we can test it out on wood and dirt and sand, and just general clearance of buildings and structures will be a lot quicker and easier with the Paxel on hand. So there's a lot more to talk about in another episode, all the enchanting that we can do on this. Silent Gems have its own enchantment system, and that's pretty cool as well. Don't forget to leave a like, and down below will be a link in the description to my Patreon and also the Patreon of the Silent Gems mod maker. So go do some supporting, and I will see you in the next episode of A Druid's Tale and the Horizon 3 mod pack. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.